Shit. Here come another motherfucking, another real nigga back in style production. I got a good one for y'all ass today. Do y'all remember Jay's on the Landing? Check this out. This when we had to go. Wait a minute, I gotta get my lighter. You know that oatmeal on the inside of that motherfucking polo coat, that get you real hot quick. But anyway, we used to go, when we used to go to that motherfucker, it used to be by, wait a minute, Jay's on the Landing. No, this motherfucking, I can't think of the name of it, but it was in the back of Union Station. So, y'all gonna like this one. Y'all remember Anthony Bonner? He played he from here. He played basketball for the Knicks. They kind of had a deep little run in the playoffs. He D'd up a few people. You know what I'm saying? But really, for real, I think that nigga from the East Side, but I don't know. So check this out. We go in the little club and shit. We kicking it. See, when we see a motherfucking a D, you know, a D class entertainer, or D, C, B, A, you know what I'm saying? A minus, you know, B minus, but he's a fucking A, B, C, D, E, F, G. He's a motherfucking H motherfucking a motherfucking entertainer or whatever. So look, we go in that motherfucker, right? So we kicking in this shit, right? So we ordering drinks and shit. We had to go deep like that because we was staticking with these stupid motherfuckers called themselves the Laclede Town Thundercats. And one of the bitch ass niggas had my nickname. I pistol whooped the shit out of his grandmama, but that's another story. This particular time, we ain't got no adversaries in that motherfucker. We holding it down. So I'm at the bar. Anthony Bonner walk up and sit down and shit. He peeped me and shit. He peeped my swag and shit. I'm blowing in that motherfucker and ain't getting put out. That's how we had it. So back then, we used to stuff the motherfucking Phillies, like put like a 50 bag in them motherfuckers. And put caramel on them and throw them in the oven and shit. So that's what we smoking on, all caramel shit, all caramel. But like I told y'all on the other story, that's when motherfuckers got the name in the weed. The LG. Didn't nobody want no weed unless it's LG. Light green. So and it could be some other we don't know. It's really mid grade, you know what I'm saying? We don't know, you know what I'm saying? We just smoking, right? So you know, a motherfucker learn when they look in the High Times magazine and shit, and then that's when you learn. And you be like, man, take that motherfucker, because you can get tricked with some with the light green. Sometimes it'll be really, really light green, smelling like a motherfucker, but it must get picked too early because man, that shit won't do nothing. So he's like, He say, damn, damn, little bro, what's your name? I'm like, for real, man. Shit, I think I might be older than you. You know what I'm saying? He done came in. He say they was his relatives. They some bummy ass Crips. So I get to talking to him and shit. So I lay it on him thick. I tongue lash him. I'm like, man, y'all should have won. Y'all should have won that motherfucking series, man. They was calling too many fouls on you, man. And you know what I'm saying? Back then, you come to the hole, they damn near clotheslining your ass. So matter of fact, I think they let the Pacers. Yeah, because Mark Jackson, he was with the Pacers, Indiana. Yeah. And motherfucking what's his name was their coach. You know, he think he the Don and shit with the he used to coach the Lakers before Phil Jackson, and he coached the what they call it, the Showtime Lakers. But he run the motherfucking the Miami Heat now. So anyway, like I told you, I'm laying it on thick. He ended up telling me, big homie, you keep your money, man. You ain't got to, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got to spend no money no more. Man, I ain't answering that phone because last time I answered the motherfucker, it fucked it up and I had to start over. And I ain't finna do that shit no more. So whoever called me, they over with. So look. So we pump up Margaretta. Everybody, I'm talking about from the oldest to the youngest, real arrogant. I'm talking about talk to you bad. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker buy you a drink or offer you to hit the blunt. Motherfuckers like, man, we ain't smoking with you, man. Motherfuckers roll up their own shit. So he like, let me buy. I say, nah, man. You know what I'm saying? Your relative and them, they kind of looking out of place, man. Like they mad because you sitting over here building with me. So he like, man, fuck them. They don't never have no money no way. Right there. I knew he was a snake. So I'm like, this nigga, he dogging out who he bought in here, and they supposed to be his real family. So I said, you know what? I ain't gonna spend no money. I told him, I say, shit, if you buy me a drink, man, shit, can you buy my people some? He like, who? I'm like, everybody over there with a red STL hat on. So he like, it's like goddamn me like, at least like, man, it's some, you know what they call, what the mob call them. They call them they ain't no hang-arounds like the the motorcycle clubs, associates. You know what I'm saying? It's like about 10 motherfuckers who from the set for real, and it's like man, a lot of associates. I'm gonna say that. They trying to earn their rocks, you know what I'm saying? They between hoods, you know what I'm saying? They don't know what they want to do, you know what I'm saying? They was young, so you got to give them time to grow up and, you know what I'm saying, pick their side, you know what I'm saying? So he said, yeah, that's cool. Man, he bought everybody drinks, even the associates. So we sitting down, we smoking, we get drunk good. We stay there about a few hours. We like, man, we gotta go. You know what I'm saying? Because we ain't trying to get caught up or flagged, because the police back then, they was on your ass. So I dap him up, we dip out. He like, man, give me your number or whatever. Back then, it was all motherfucking pages and flip phones, the gray ones, or the Nextel chirps where you I used to hate them chirps because motherfuckers will just be playing on your phone and shit. They'll find out your chirp number and just be just out of nowhere. You want to suck some pussy, all that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? You could be with a motherfucker and a motherfucker could fuck your night up with that shit. So I just used to roll with the little gray flip phone. We had my partner named Chubb, his auntie. They was burners. I'm talking about they at least go for like at least 6 months. Guaranteed at the most. Give her a bill 50. You good. So we leave out, right? I see a black Benz. Whatever year it was, I don't really feel like thinking to find out where year it was, but I can tell you how old I was. I probably was like about, let me see. I was about 19 or something, right? So I'm like, I bet that's that nigga Benz. I go over to that motherfucker. Back then, I don't know what the fuck was wrong with the Benz company. You could just go open motherfucker's trunk up back then. So I opened the trunk up. It's all motherfucking New York Knicks breakaway shit. Motherfucking big ass Nikes that I can put both my feet in and both my hands in there and shit. Cause the nigga wore like a 20, I think. So I climb, I let the seat down, climb to the front. Guess what? Bingo! A nice bag of weed. You know what? I thought the nigga was gay. He had a Louis Vuitton, you know, one of the little, with the young niggas wearing now, the little man bag. I'm like, this nigga a fag, man. Look at this shit he wearing. But that shit probably cost all grip. You know what I'm saying? We thinking this shit ain't right. We like, man, motherfucking Louis Vuitton ain't making no shit like this for men. This shit fake. You know what I'm saying? We done threw the man belt, you know what I'm saying, all out there and shit. But I got a banger, right? I got a banger out of this shit. He had a motherfucking 1911 9mm. So we leave, right? So the next day, right? The nigga paged me, right? He like, man, some old broke ass niggas broke in my motherfucking car. You ain't see nobody when y'all left. I'm like, man, they broke in our shit too, man. They took the pullouts. We like, back then you had pullouts. So you can run, you know, go in somewhere with your radio without it getting stole. It's pullouts or the face will come off or whatever. So I'm like, man, motherfuckers took my beats and everything, right? So he like, oh man, you know what? Man, meet me at now this a whole nother story finna come in, right? So, you know, fuck Anthony Bonner right now. So look, it's a big concert coming to Jay's on the Landing. We get the whole motherfucking hood, we get our tickets early as fuck. Like at least about a month before they even got her to do the concert. So it's a backstage. So we like man, we got backstage, man. Shit, we gonna go backstage. Fuck that, we spent our money, right? So I had a motherfucking green Malibu. Now this ain't the green Granada. You know what I'm saying? The hair got shot up and shit because I was so annoyed after that. Man, I ain't ride in a car for like the whole summer. I was on foot because it shook me. You know what I'm saying? I think I was like what the military have when they come back. They be acting like hoes and shit when they hear a car backfire or something. But mine wasn't that deep though, because I'm a real nigga back in style. We don't do that. So the day come up. Why when the day come up, my motherfucking whole fucking rear end, which you put the wheels on and shit. Why that motherfucker is sounding like a motherfucking like the Cardinals won the World Series? That motherfucker was knob. I'm like, man, I can't go. This motherfucker, the noise is louder than my beats. So Larry Peoples, he a cold ass mechanic. That nigga, he fixed my car, and I still had enough time to go shopping, go handle my business with you know, whatever I was doing back then. You know what I'm saying? And we all go. This the night of the concert. So we at Jay's on the Landing. So we out there kicking this shit. It was Too Short, MC8, the Lost Boys. They had that song called Renee. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. So, and them motherfuckers that was wearing them from Chicago with them bibs and hey, in the middle of the barn. Them niggas was so looking like goddamn me, entertainers were. Man, the motherfuckers, they try to go in the embassy and they like, nah, not y'all. That's how motherfucking dusty they was. So look, I'm gonna get back to that, but I'm finna tell y'all what led up to all this. So MC8, did I say MC8? I think I did. Okay, MC8, Too Short, Bun B, and the other one who bit the dust, fucking with that lean, Pimp C, it was a few other motherfuckers though. It was a nice little a nice little lineup. So guess who motherfucking why Bun B and motherfucking Pimp C on the stage? Guess who come stomping through like they running shit? The Laclede Town Thundercats. Motherfuckers get to throwing chairs and all type of shit, whacking the shit out of motherfuckers. And see, I had a grudge against them because they lying ass picked the one who I said his name Boo Man too. His bitch ass picked me out of lineup. I did the second I put the second work in. I didn't put the first work in. You know what I'm saying? It was my partner Spade. On Sundays, motherfuckers used to go to the National at 12 o'clock to get their beer. So I'm on Spade front. I'm like, man, see, that's what I was saying. This was the first and only time that we let some motherfucking Crips be on the next street. You know what I'm saying? After that, we never let that happen again. But look, so the Laclede Town niggas getting beat. We ain't really even have to do shit because the 6 Deuces, remember I told y'all, the Deuces and Dogs and the truce was in. So when nobody fucking, boy, we was, man, we'd go somewhere and be so motherfucking deep, motherfucking Crips leaving out the motherfucking out the emergency door and shit. So when they whooped the shit out of Laclede Town, right? But I'm scoping in on the other boo man, right? You know what I'm saying? I had a motherfucking a police slapjack. You know what I'm saying? His back turned. Boy, I crept in like a fucking, boy, you know, like an animal see some prey, a lion. Man, I'm knelt down low going through the crowd. I got that motherfucking head. Whack out. He like, fuck, who hit me? My shit bleed like a... Man, that motherfucker, you could have followed his ass home. It was dripping. Follow the drip. Follow the drip. So, the police put their ass out. And by that time, I done slid. See, a gunshot went off. Man, they still rapping though, but Pimp C, this nigga come from behind. We wonder, damn, they still on stage? Because we hear them rapping. Man, these motherfuckers come from here behind a speaker. So, I gone on the inside because I'm looking at it like I got my motherfucking, my backstage pass, which ain't no backstage pass. Inside Jay's was supposed to be meet and greet and all that bullshit. But when I went in there, I see a rope all around them niggas. So I'm like, fuck that. They got me fucked up. I'm finna slide under that motherfucking rope, and I'm finna kick it with my motherfucking meet and greet, cause they tried not to do it. So I slide under that motherfucking rope. They looking at shit. I just get to firing up the motherfucking by this time we had, it was some green leaf blunts. About this motherfucker, man, them motherfuckers was long as a fucking a 12-inch motherfucking Philly from motherfucking where that motherfucker Dave used to he was looking at porn and shit. Subway, yeah. So I fire that motherfucker up. I pull that motherfucker out. Man, it looked like I was pulling a 44 off my side. Yeah, I'm a little. Wait a minute. It's getting to the good meat. You know what I'm saying? It's getting to the kicker. So look. I'm smoking that motherfucker and then passing it under the rope, you know, to the rest of the homeboys and shit, right? So I fired up that second one. Them motherfucking rappers couldn't hold it in. They like, damn, you just gonna be around us and don't let us hit it? I say, man, y'all been rolling up them little ass blunts all day and ain't passed it to us. We got backstage passes and you motherfuckers playing it wrong. I say, I don't give a fuck about everybody else, but Margaretta getting under these ropes. So he like, where your partners at then? Like just like at the other club. Everybody with red St. Louis hats on. He like, tell them to come on. So they come on under the rope. So see, this how why they honored us and was fucking with us so hard, because didn't nobody try to kick a lyric to their ass or nothing. So so check this out though. So I fire up a half a pound. The next day, motherfuckers hating on me and shit, talking about you fired up 1.5 pounds with motherfucking rappers, but you can't do that with the hood. I'm like, nigga, the hood was there. If you wasn't there, you missed out. You know what I'm saying? You was a bum. So look. So we got the niggas we got them niggas hitting up. They taking pictures with us, throwing up the set, throwing up north side. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who stole them motherfucking pictures, but we got them looking real suspect. You know what I'm saying? Because they said they had a gang in where they was from, Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't just them. It was a lot of them called the Lost Boys, and they used to static with Queensbridge and shit. Matter of fact, no, they was on the other side of Queens, where Nori from, and they used to static with Mobb Deep, just like Mobb Deep was a gang too. So when they try to throw up the L's or whatever for the loss, we'll smack they motherfucking hand down and like they in the kindergarten and 1, 2, 3, 4 and bend the thumb. Don't be doing that shit. So we take some pictures of shit, right? So it's over with. We in there we was in that motherfucker for like about a good 3 hours after the concert had ended. So some I ain't gonna say his name. He used to be my crime partner. He know who he is. So when we coming out, one of them bitch ass niggas said, Tupac dead. And got the now this a motherfucker who with us. Get to saying, fuck Tube Sock. Fuck, and then next thing I know, everybody saying it. I'm like, man, y'all need to hold that shit down, but it's so loud, ain't nobody hearing me. So, but I'm looking at my crime partner, he just a giggling. His golds just a giggling, you can see him shining, bing! That's how hard he giggling and shit. Cause he got them niggas disrespecting. He ain't never like Pac for real, no way. He used to say Pac was a fake gangster and shit like that. When the story over, I'm gonna tell you who he was. So look. No, I'm gonna give you a hint. Damn, what was that number? If this number come back up now, y'all gonna have to be mad because I'm gonna answer that motherfucking number right there. So look, let me try to go and get it over with. So we go in the embassy. We go in the embassy suites. So Too Short and what's his name? Who bit the dust? Pimp C, yeah. So they saying pink slip. You know what I'm saying? So but 8 motherfucking it was 8 8 it was MC8 and old boy and them Bun B and them. I seen how they was looking. They didn't like that shit. Like they like boy, when we leave this town, we gon' boy, somebody gotta get fucked up for this. So look, we end up going to the embassy suites on the landing, right? So everybody they all going in, right? Cause they got their passes and shit, their rooms already paid for. So them three motherfuckers crucial conflict. These motherfuckers got bibs and straw hats and shit on. I'm talking about these motherfuckers was country as a motherfucker. Hats with clocks and shit on. I'm talking about the clock phase been gone with when motherfuckers used to wear it around their neck and shit. But these motherfuckers got snake skin hats with timepieces in the middle of them. So look, the big bodyguards. Now look, they on tour with them, and said, "Where y'all going?" They like, "We on the tour." He like, "No, y'all ain't. Y'all got to get some identification." So they road manager had to come out and get him, and we just cackling. Yuck, 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 yuck. Boy, they some bums. They can't even get in their own rooms. So look. So the security team, they trying to block us from going in like we ain't got paper. So look, the manager come and say, "Okay, the rooms are $500 tonight." We like, what the fuck? Man, we done been in here kicking it all a lot of times in the rooms. Ain't near no motherfucking, they at the most, you know what I'm saying? If you got the room with the floor, it had a one of them TVs that be on the floor and shit. I can't think of the name of it. What they call them TVs? Well, anyway, you can sit faces and shit on them, and it was a what the fuck kind of TV was that? Not a floor room. It was a floor model. That's what it was. And in the one room, it'll have a floor model. It looked like a little house. Them rooms, we was getting them for like $1.25. But this particular night, they want to make extra. So the manager, we like, okay. We stepped to the side, ante up. 5, motherfuckers putting 3 here, 2 there, 4 here, 4 there. Some motherfuckers giving a whole 5. We ended up getting like 6 rooms, right? So they let us on in, right? So when we get to paying for we paid for our rooms and shit, I go up to where Freaky Tottenham at, the Lost Boys, cause that's who I had a rapport with, right? So I go in their room. I'm thinking automatically rappers supposed to have bitches everywhere. I'm thinking bitches finna be swinging on the fucking ceiling fans and all on the floor model TVs and shit. Man, it wasn't like that. So they road manager. I said, "Man, let me get that pass on your neck." He like, "What you gonna do with it?" I said, "Man, I'm gonna bring it right back." I go downstairs to the door. I'm like, I open that motherfucker. You, and you. Let them in. Oh, bad bitches. So I'm walking back. You know what I'm saying? I go back up to the room. I'm like, this a gift. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna go back and now I'm finna go get me like two or 3 and go to my room, cause I don't need them no more. So look, they asked me, "Who got some weed? You got some weed? You know where to get some weed at?" I'm like, "Yeah, shit, I can go home and get another pound. I'll fry that motherfucker up." He like, "No, I put 500 on it, and I'm gonna go with you." I'm like, straight up. He like, "Yeah, I want to see the slums. I want to see the ghetto. I want to see 4-5. You know what I'm saying, Margaretta." So I'm like, all right. So we put on our jackets and shit or whatever. And we go to the parking lot. This motherfucker, he walking towards a motherfucking blacked out, tinted out Benz, right? I say, "Man, that ain't me. My car right there." He said, man, the way y'all spending money here, I just knew you was in the Benz. I'm like, nah, I'm in that Malibu right there with some beats in it. You know what I'm saying? He like, oh, all right. I said, that ain't no problem, is it? Do you still want to see the gutter? He like, bet. So why come when I go to the hood, go in the house, get the weed, come back out, ain't nobody around. I'm like, damn. It's like the in the movies before they gunfight, them bushes tumbleweeds get the rolling. That's how it was. But I didn't think everybody is at the hotel. Shit, niggas from Margaretta, from motherfucking Cora, from KCB. That's the whole set right there. So look, I come back out with the weed and shit, right? I throw it in his lap. So I pull off. You know what I'm saying? I'm really amping him because I put they shit in. You know what I'm saying? That Renee. You know what I'm saying? So he like, damn, you fuck with us for real, don't you? So he like, man, you know what? Man, I fuck with y'all because y'all ain't all starstruck over us, man. I wish y'all can come on tour with. I say, hold that shit down right there, man. You taking it a little too far. You know, we can't go on tour with you, motherfuckers, man. Go on head on. Our money right though, but you know, don't even try to fill my head up with that. I still need 500 for this half a pound. I mean, for the half on this pound. So he give it to me and shit. We stop at a liquor store, right? I'm telling them, I'm beamed up. I'm like, man, this the opposition hood. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, right around there, you see all them big ass projects right there. I'm like, it's all motherfucking Ricketts in there. So he like, what's Ricketts? I'm like, man, they the opposition. You know what I'm saying? So I come back out. Back then, we used to drink what we used to drink that motherfucking that Rhine top of the line Rhine Carlos Rossi. Top of the line Rhine Carlos Rossi. Boy, I get like 15 jugs of that shit. And then we used to get the Malibu and then with the fruit punch juice and shit. So I had got that and came on back. So look, when we get in there and shit, we splitting divvying the weed up and shit, right? So I divvy my shit up. I leave them a couple jugs and a few cups of Malibu, and I say, man, I'm finna go to my room, but I need that motherfucking that pass one more time. Because when we came back and they seen when the motherfucking hoes was out there, they when they seen me with them, oh, they thought I was plugged. You know what I'm saying? They thought I was one of them. So when I go back out there, I bring 7 in. So I come back up to the room. I'm like, gonna choose y'all. I just want the one right there, the chocolate one. You know what I'm saying? That's who I want. So I'm steady telling them. I'm like, man, it's plenty. Man, it's a lot of. I bought a lot of girls up here, man. Don't pick her, man. That's who I want. He like, no, son. You know, they talk that son, and I call you son because you shine like one and all that old bullshit. But I'm like, look dirty. Don't pick that motherfucking chocolate one, man. I'm like, I already discussed with her, you know, man. somebody knock on the door, right? It's Chubb and Lil Man, right? Man, when I open the door and let him in, when I go back, why this nigga, out of all the motherfucking, I just told this nigga, he gonna grab the one I wanted. That's how I know. Them rappers, I knew back then, they some pussies, you know what I'm saying? So, I go back there, and cause we was in the living room. I remember I told you it'd be a whole another room with another TV in there, and the floor of it's like a living room. You know what I'm saying? It's a rope. It's a pull out bed in the front, and in the back is two beds. You know what I'm saying? And another TV. So so I'm knocking on the door. He like, "What you want, son? Go away." I'm like, damn, what the fuck, man? He like, damn, son, just go use the use the you know what, the little neck, you know what I was using. I said, I don't want to use it no more. You know what I'm saying? I said I said I kept it gutter with you, man. I could have fucked you up, you know what I'm saying, when you was riding with me. I said, damn, man, you gonna pick the bitch I want? So I had to settle. So when I went back, I put the damn thing back on again. I go back down. Why is bitches down there with wave caps on and they wearing them the back then they wearing tennis dresses and the fucking the fucking house shoes with the fluffy shit on them and shit. I'm like, man, I'm not finna pick one of them and smoke my weed up, cause they was some East St. Louis ass bitches. So look, I'm on another mission. I go to the little it used to be a club in first on the first floor, and you entered it through the back. So I go back there and shit. I'm straight up mad. You know what I'm saying? I'm pissed off. Motherfuckers that said fuck Tube Sock, that's my man's. You know what I'm saying? And then I let these niggas take my bitches. You know what I'm saying? Well, not my bitches. I only wanted her. So I'm like, fuck that Carlos Rossi. You know what I'm saying? I'm just sitting there ordering they ain't had no motherfucking, we used to drink them 64 ounces of Old English and shit back then. So this is a white person club. They got a live band in that bitch. You know what I'm saying? Playing that backseat lover and baby, all that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And Motley Crue and shit, all that shit, man. And that motherfucking I never felt like this before. All that old pump shit. So look, I didn't even trip off the, you know, you don't never trip off the bartender. You know what I'm saying? So she like my shift over in my shift over in 30 minutes. I'm like, straight up. So when she went to go make a motherfucker a drink, boy, that Yankee, boy, her ass was, boy. So I say, okay, I'm gonna go and take the Yankee down. So look, I go on it. I take her on to the room and shit. On the way to our room, I knocked on the door of they shit and said, "Here, man, take y'all motherfucking this motherfucking whatever it was, the thing that I was wearing around I can't think of what they call it. So he opened the door. I walked in that motherfucker and said, "I'll take these, the jugs of Carlos Rossi." So this is what we used to do. When I got in the room, this is what we used to do. If we say, "What's upper?" and the bitch say, "Burn rubber," take them down. So look, I told you this was a thick Yankee, and she pouring drinks and listening to all this what they call that shit, they playing where they, you know, they sampling, but they playing other people's music. I forgot what they called it. Anyway, so when I straighten my eyes out or whatever, and really look at her in her face, she got some she a Yankee, but she got some nigger in her. You know what I'm saying? So look, I said, man, burn rubber. She straight said, "What's up, her?" Took her to the bed and took her down. So my day was really, my shit was, and I know that was my adventure. And all the rest of the homeboys, they was having their adventures too, you know what I'm saying? Because the next day, it was some story. But you know what? I couldn't even tell what I did, because back then, motherfuckers would drive you for taking a Yankee down. You know what I'm saying? Even if they was mixed. If they was kind of a little too light-skinned, then the motherfucker would be like, nigga. Because motherfuckers used to be on that old Muslim shit, you know what I'm saying? Saying, oh, you fucking, you doing your race wrong, you know what I'm saying? All that shit. But we sitting up here gang banging, riding down on niggas, drinking, smoking, taking them little white devils, and you couldn't even admit you took down a Yankee, you know what I'm saying? A mixed one anyway. So this is my first time even saying it. And I know I'm gonna get drove, but I'm gonna tell y'all like this. That was that nigga K-Dog who started them to saying fuck tube sock. I want to break off into this other story, but this the meat and potatoes, you know what I'm saying? K-Dog, he used to be my crime buddy. I'm just gonna tell y'all the beginning of it, right? So this dude, he used to rap. His name was Icy Bone. We used to call him Icy Cone Cuz, you know what I'm saying? So he used to keep bricks in his house and shit inside of he had a little motorbike. So me and K-Dog formulated a plan. We like, man, we just need one more person. We gonna take that nigga to it used to be called they call it, it was the damn, what was the name of that motherfucker? Not the casino, it was called something else. Or was it called the casino and then called something else? I think it was called the casino back then. Anyway, they started calling it something else when we wasn't going and shit. So look, we go to first we go to where everybody used to go, Emerald City. It wasn't jumping though, you know what I'm saying? So that's when we went on to the other club. I can't think of the motherfucking name though. Was it called the casino back then? And then they started calling it something else after that. Well, anyway, I had a little I had a Firebird. It's me, K-Dog, Icy Cone Cuz, and one more person with us. I don't know who it was though. But anyway, we we tell okay, I'm gonna say the general, so y'all know who I'm talking about. So we tell the general what we gonna do. We like, man, when we take him across, we gonna make the nigga have a good time. He ain't gonna even have to spend no money. And nigga, you climb on through the window and look inside the little motorbike, and we good. So look, when we get in that motherfucker, we buying big bottles of Alizé, the motherfucking what was the other champagne motherfuckers used to get all the time? Not Cristal, the other one. Moet, yeah, Moet and Alizé. You mix it together and shit. You know, cause you know that's what Pac used to do. Motherfuckers used to, you know what? Man, back then, rappers used to, you know, make you, you know, get your money, you know what I'm saying? You know, put in work a certain way if you listen, you know what I'm saying? Now these motherfuckers glorifying the dope fiends, you know what I'm saying? They taking these fake ass little shits and dying and shit. So anyway, and then ain't no repercussion. Let back in the day, you sold something and killed the motherfucker. Nigga, the whole family on your ass. You wouldn't be able to go no motherfucking world sell anything again. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, we in that motherfucker, we taking pictures. He happy as a motherfucker because he kicking it with me and K-Dog. You know what I'm saying? The nigga used to say, he was a rapper. His album was called was it 3 Times Dope? No, it wasn't that shit. It was what was the name of that motherfucking album? Anyway, look, it was Icy Bone, Stallone, and Dope D, something else, I don't know. No, Icy Bone and Dope D Stallone. Yeah, that was their names. So this nigga, he had a little verse, and he just like, I make you melt like a what'd he say? I make you melt like a cheeseburger in the microwave for 20 seconds. So while he don't know what we will be in K-Dog cackling about. We cackling about because we know what's going on while we in them motherfucker kicking it, you know what I'm saying? He ain't got no burner phone. He got one that we burning his phone up and shit, where the bill be over $2,000 and shit. You know what I'm saying? Cause he wanted to act like he was the shit. But I think the only reason motherfuckers had let him stick around because he had some sisters. They was thick as fuck. You know what I'm saying? They was on the two. I ain't get to fuck with none of them. You know what I'm saying? So look, we get back. He drunk as a motherfucker. We drop him off. Me and K-Dog like the mission complete. We go down to the Weary Inn on the 4-6 end of Margaretta. Big doo-doo them spot. We used to spend the night in that motherfucker. One time, I thought I was having a heart attack, but we had barbecue, and I had ate a whole lot of motherfucking hot dogs, and boy, I had my chest was hurting. I thought I was finna die. I had to sleep on the floor and shit because if I slept and moved wrong, it'll feel like I'm about to die. But one morning I had woke up and I burped. Man, it smelled like all motherfucking barbecue hot dogs. And my chest had stopped hurting. And then I had told Big Doodoo, because he was going through the same thing. We'll be on the floor, feet to head, because he can't sleep in the bed either. And I said, man, you got to burp. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't even fucked up no more. You know what I'm saying? I had, we end up getting him a 7-Up. Man, Doodoo was this motherfucking tall. He used to break backboards at Beaumont. He'll get into it with a motherfucker and be like, Boo man, come handle my lightweight for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm a freshman. This nigga got me beating the shit out of seniors and shit. But anyway, we used to go on anybody's set. We used to go in Kinlock, Kirkwood. We'll fall asleep on the fucking sidewalks and shit. But anyway, look. So when we woke up the next morning, right? We like, damn. We gotta go find V. Man, why when we walking down to the other house to find V, Icy Cone on the porch got the shit look. He out there, man, boy, I felt sorry for him. I felt sorry for him. We did him so wrong. Look, so we finally find V. This nigga said it was only an ounce in there. He fucked us because he said we owed it him, which we did. But then we thought that the motherfucking that the play was gone. You know what I'm saying? We ended up coming short anyway. Spent a lot of money because we thought we was gonna get our return. We had the shit look just like him. We made a promise. We was like, man, look, the whole summer, motherfuckers give us something, they over with. But that's the story right there, man. I got another nice one, but I ain't gonna tell it. I told y'all every 2 days, but I got another one so cold. Man. Gotta go.